Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meaty69 and we are back with the AMX AC MLE 48, which is the Tier 8 French tank destroyer. Now, this tank, I like this tank. I really do like this tank. The DPM doesn't really do it much favours with some of the other TDs. It has got 2,375 DPM, but it has got very, very nice penetration. So 260 mil of penetration, and it's got the 400 alpha. So it is the 120 caliber, 120 millimeter gun, and it's got a rate of fire of 5.94 seconds, which the reload is 10.1 seconds. So I've put it up here with the Jag Panther SU-101 third down because this is pretty much, they play almost the same. So the aim time on this is 1.9, pretty good. The dispersion 0.326, not as good as the rest of them, and it has got 6 degrees of gun depression. Again, not as good as the rest except for the SU-101. The speed is very nice at 50, but with the Jag Panther and the SU-101, it's slower than both of them. Let's have a look at the armour. So the armour has got 150 mil on its frontal plate, 40 mil on the side and 40 mil on the rear. So the armour is very trollish, and we're going to show you a battle now, and then after this battle we're going to show you the armour in a little bit more detail on Blitzhanger, and you can get some very troll bounces. Now this tank is massive, it really is big, but the speed is really, really nice, and I didn't think I would like this tank at all, but you know what, I really did like this tank. Now the only downfall with this tank, it's got 3 big hatches on top, one at the back which is massive, a smaller one to the right and a long one to the left, but these can still get some bounces on the hatch. They are very, very troll, especially dead on in the center of the hatches. They are very, very troll. Now we start this game off not too good, and we do get ourselves in a little bit of a sticky situation, but we do manage to get out of it. So we can see now the IS in front, there is a CDC at the back, and there is the T25 AT to our right, and then there is a couple of TDs to our left. So we really do not want to get shot by any of the TDs, and already we have one tank down. So we've got the ISU 152 here, the other AMX has gone the right, so I'm going to try and focus this ISU 152, and you can see we've got a shot there. I think that is from the CDC. We've noticed that the ISU has shots, so we do want to take him out, and that is what we do. But the CDC has literally took most of our hit points and has left us on 409. And you can see here we do get the odd bounce, but the gun depression is just not allowing us. We've got 2 tanks down, the enemy have got 1 tank down, so we are focusing too much on this AMX. So we do need to start focusing someone else, but not before we get a nice shot into him. Now I'm not sure what this guy's doing. We get a bounce from the AMX CDC, we get shot from the side from this AMX 1390, but then he bounces the rest of his shots. So now he's on 530 hit points. We're going to switch DDHE and watch this shot. I'm not even sure how that hits, so we're going to go a bit slow motion, and I really don't, that was just a fluke shot, and very, very nice indeed. And we managed to take him out. So we take him out, and now we notice the other AMX is sidewards, and this is what I mean about weak side armor. Now side armor 601 into the side of that AMX, no problem whatsoever. So now it is 3 against 2. The AMX is just about to look at us, but luckily someone shoots him and we manage to clear him up for the kill. So just 1 tank left now. We're going to go and try and look for him. There is 4 of us. It is the Black Prince and he's actually going to come behind us. So we have done so far 3,000 damage. We blocked 900 damage, which isn't too bad considering we started off literally by doing 0 damage and only being on 400 hit points. But we managed to, luckily, with a few noob players, shall I say, like the AMX, the light tank, and the TD, giving me his side, which allows us to get a lot of hit points. Now, a lot of damage, sorry. Now, we're just going to rush this Black Prince. He is a one-shot. He does get us either bounces or gets the track, but he doesn't bounce that one, and we need to be quick because the reload on that thing is crazy. And we do manage to clear him up for our 4th kill. So we make 17,000 credits. It's a first class. And we have 3,100 damage. So now we're going to take a look at Blitz Hanger. So this is the armor profile in Blitz Hanger. Very good website to check out all the stats or armor, etc. And you can see if you click there, you've got the 236. I think that's at 50 degrees, it's 200, and you can put it down. So at 65 degrees, you can see the armor of this tank when angled is very, very bouncy. And you can see if we look at these big hatches on top, which they are very big. Let's look at the back one. You can see 164 mil. Right at the top, you've got the 40 mil, 200 mil. So the center is around 164 mil. So it's not that bad considering, but obviously right at the top you only have 80 mil, but that is literally like shooting down on the tank. So when you've got tanks facing you, they're going to see sort of like this, and yes, they can hit that very top hatch, but the bottom hatch 169, and you've got the left front hatch here 101 mil. To the side, like that was at the middle. To the side, you've got 49 mil. So in the center of the hatches, you've got the one to the right, 289 mil on that big long one, and that's in the middle. But the further pretty much you go out, the weaker the hatches gets. 102 mil there. Right at the bottom, you got a 41 mil, but that's literally just a tiny bit. 101 there. So you can see it. They're not too bad. Angled, so if you use the gun depression of this tank, you're going to be sort of, so you got the armor there, the front armor at 244 on the bottom plate, 267 there, 268. And they're going to see minimal of the hatches, even though the hatches are really big, but they are still quite strong. And you will get some troll bounces. The side mill very poor, 54 there. Around the back you've got 42, 41, bottom plate 61. So sidewards you're not going to get much bounces, so you have to at all times face the enemy. You have to try and face the enemy. Pretty much the same with any tank in this French TD line. Always try and face them because the front armor is very, very, very troll, and you are going to get some bounces. So let's move back to the rest of the battles that we have. So this battle we are bottom tier, and so we're against tier 9s and we're against some fast T9s. So they've got 2 mediums and 2 light tanks. So there's 4 tier 9s and 3 tier 8s. Now what we're going to do, what we always do in TDs on this map, we're just going to sit here and we're going to hope that a few mediums get spotted in the middle. They do, but we don't manage to get that clutch shot on the T49. So now there's the T54E1 that's been spotted. You have the T49, Object 704 now there. So we're going to start trying to aim at some of the tanks that are down there. We're not going to get no hope, so we're going to relocate and we're going to go and try and get a few shots in. So we come around this corner and we get the Leopard PTA in the open, who is trying to take out our bat chat, so we do want to try and see if we can save him. And that is exactly what he does. He was completely in the wrong position for a tank that hasn't got any armor at all, and we do manage to clear him. And now we're going to go and try and help our Super Persian, who is fighting against the T-49, but he goes around the corner. We have now one tank down. We can see the T-32 looking at us. He misses us, but we do get a nice shot into the side of him. And you can see now the team are pushing. So we're just going to sit here. We've got some nice shots on the enemy without them looking at me. 500 max roll there into that T-50-41, which is very, very nice. And now we're just going to sit here and we're going to wait for them to make mistakes. We have got 2 tanks down. They've only got 1. But now the enemy do start making mistakes. They start crossing. I get a side shot into the T-32. Our tortoise there is going to get taken out. The T-54E1 has been taken out. So it is now 5 against 5, 5 against 4. The tortoise still is alive. He manages to take out a tank. But the bat chat, he's not going to be able to deal with him. The bat chat's very, very quick. And he does manage to take him out. So now it is 4 against 3. 4 against 2, the IS-6 is now gone, but the bat chat takes out our Tiger 2. So we're going to try and wait. We do miss. We wasn't patient enough. We should have waited because we did get a miss. But it is 3 against 2. There is a full health object 704 that we do need to be careful of because we got the Super Persian that is a one shot. They get one shot into the bat chat. We are losing on supremacy points. They have got a base, but the Super Persian managed to take a shot onto the bat chat, and just as the bat chat kills him, it allows me to get one shot into the side of him, putting him down to a one shot. And now you can see he's trying to shoot us, but he's not getting. And we actually bounce there. We bounce on his turret. Lucky bat chat. And now we need to focus on the Object 704, who now is a one-shot, and we do manage to take him out. So now it's just 2 against 1, so it's a bat chat. We're not going to go and try and run after a bat chat. We're going to cap the bases. So we caught B. My teammate has caught, is getting A, which means this bat chat is not getting no supremacy points. So he comes around there. So what I decide to do, I decide to go right. Now, this guy's a good player, so I believe he's going to trick me, and he's going to pretend to go right, but then start going left. So that is why I'm not going down. I'm going to sit here, hopefully he gets spotted, and we can take him out. So, and that's exactly what happened. Exactly what I thought he would do did happen. So we managed now to get behind him. He's got nowhere to go, and we do take him out for our 3rd and final kill. So not bad. 2,900 damage, 71,000 credits. We get the first class, and not bad. The M103 did a really, really good job. So not a bad battle against tier 9s. But this next battle, now this battle was insane. This is probably one of the best battles I've had. Not so much in damage term, but it was a really, really nice battle. It was the best battle I've had in this tank, and it was also the last battle in this tank before I managed to get the Foch, the tier 9 Foch, which I am working on video. I have already got the ace in the Foch. Literally, I bought it today. I've got the ace today, so probably next week I'll have a video on the Foch, the tier 9 Foch. Now already we have a tank that has been taken out. Now it is Castilla and it is Supremacy, and we've got one tank down already. So we can already see that a lot of the team are to the left. We get a lovely shot onto that T-25-2, put him on fire, and that's literally half of his hit points gone. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit here and cap, and now we've spotted 2 tanks to our right. So we're going to get one shot, lovely shot actually, into that Tiger, who does pen us, but we're going to go forward and we're going to go and try and cap this base because the enemy are capping A. We've got 2 tanks down, so we need to start capping bases. We need to start taking the hit points from the enemy. They've got a Vindicator down here. They've got the Tiger 2 down here. And as I poke forward, the Tiger is now there, which we get 1 shot into him. And we're trying to angle, we're trying to wiggle, and we do get the bounce. But we're going to ignore the Tiger, and we're going to go for the Vindicator, because we don't want to be facing the Tiger, then the Vindicator turns and then he's got our side, because that is a lovely juicy target for him. But as we push up behind the Tiger, we do open up the IS-5 and the Tiger 1 that is on the hill. So now it is 2 tanks down a piece. We're hoping to get a bounce from that Tiger, which we don't. So the Tiger 1 takes out the other AMX, and he thinks he can hide from me. I don't think so. And we managed to take the Tiger 2 out. So it is now 4 against 3. Now I'm going to ignore that Tiger 1 because he's not so much a danger to me. This IS-5 is more of a danger to me. So he does shoot me once. It is now 3 against 3. And now I need a miracle. I either need him to roll really low, or I don't need to reload first. But he does reload first, and he leaves me on 20 HP. So it is 3 against 2, but near enough. Well, now it's 2 against 2, but we are pretty much all on one shot. My teammate's not quite a one shot yet. The IS-2 he is now, and the Tiger is going to take him out. So it's now just me against 2. I'm on 20 HP. This Tiger is almost full health, and I'm not sure where the T25 is, although I do know he lost half of his hit points just from me. We managed to get a bounce there from the Tiger, and we want to get around this rock. We don't want him getting our side, and we get 1 more shot into him. We need a bounce. You can see me wiggling as much as I can, and we managed to get the bounce. Now I'm just hoping I'll reload before him, which we do. We managed to take him out for our 4th kill, and now it is just this T25 2, and I need to get that shot. I'm not sure what I'm doing, and we managed to get a lovely clutch shot into him, and I don't know how we won. So 4,300 damage, 25,000 credits, Top Gun high caliber Radleys, and we get the ace, 1,336 XP, and that is it. The AMX AC 48, very, very nice tank. I do actually really, really like this tank. But as I've said, I've now got the Foch. Video is incoming, so please look out for that. Please subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and that is it. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.